Hello, everyone. Andrew here with Kimball Realtors of the Wisconsin Dells area. One of the things that I always get asked, or probably the first thing I always get asked, is do I think there's going to be a housing market crash with the way the economic conditions are now? And I definitely say yes. I'm already seeing it happen. And I'm going to give you three reasons why I believe that it's going to happen. Now, the first one is very obvious: interest rates are rising. As of Friday, interest rates were 6.75%. That's the highest that they've been in 14 years. And so that makes the cost to purchase a home a lot more expensive. Your monthly payment is going up by hundreds of dollars because of these higher interest rates. I've already had buyers that I'm trying to help buy a home tell me that because of these higher interest rates, they're just pausing that search for a home because they can no longer afford what their monthly payment would be. So it's taking a lot of, especially first time home buyers, out of the market. The people that again, just can't afford that higher interest rates because of how much, not only do they not want to pay that higher interest rate, but they just can't afford it. It's just priced them out of the market. They can't afford what the payment on that 6.75% interest rate would be versus what could have been a 3.75% just a couple of years ago. So that's kind of the obvious one. Everyone already knows that the interest rates are going up, and that's going to cause our housing market to crash. It's just that's what's happening. It's already happening. The second reason, though, is that, and a lot of people don't think about this, if you're a seller, I'm sorry, if you're a homeowner and you were able to buy when we had these historic lows, or you refinanced when we had these historic lows, and you've refinanced or bought at, say, 3.75%, you're not going to give up that mortgage and sell your house and buy another house because now you're going to be paying that higher interest rate as well. So that's taking a lot of sellers out of the market. They're like, hey, yeah, we know we can get a good price for ours right now, but if we go buy somewhere else, we're giving up that lower interest rate that we either bought at or we refinanced at. A lot of people refinanced when the rates hit these records lows. So those sellers are also not part of what's happening right now too. They're not in the market. They've decided, hey, we're just going to hang on to this home for that reason. So that's making the inventory very, very low again. So you already have buyers that are leaving the market. You're having sellers that are leaving the market. The third thing is that a lot of people don't realize too is in the last few years, home prices have hit historic highs. And what's happening now, because there's not as many, and there are so many buyers looking, and that's why houses prices went so high. Now that there's not as many buyers looking, the prices of homes is coming down dramatically. So if you bought a home in the last few years, you're not going to be able to sell it for as much as you paid for it. And those sellers there that maybe they're not happy with the home that they bought for whatever reason, and would normally put their home on the market and say, well, let's go find something different because this isn't what we had hoped it would be. Those sellers are now staying in that home because they paid more than they can get for it in today's market. So you have this perfect storm. Those three things combined are just crashing the housing market. And I'm already seeing it. Now, real estate traditionally gets slower this time of year, but it's getting much slower. I'm seeing days on market being longer. I'm seeing fewer things come on the market. I'm seeing prices going down. I'm seeing more price reductions happening. And unfortunately, this is going to be around for a little while because all indications are that the feds are going to continue to raise these interest rates. And again, it's not going to change. It's going to bring the house prices down even more. So when that happens, more sellers are going to be like, hey, I'm not selling now because one, I'm not giving up that interest rate. And two, I can't get from my home what I was hoping to get from my home. So it's that perfect storm, unfortunately. There's not much we can do about it. We just have to ride this out, but that's what's happening. Is there going to be a housing crash? Yes, there's going to be a housing crash. And it's, again, already happening. So I hope this advice gives you a little bit of insight of what's happening in the housing market. If you're anything you want me to talk about in related to real estate, give me a call or leave it in the comments down below. I'd love to talk to you about anything real estate related. But I hope this gave you some, let's say, a little bit of insight into what's happening. Hey, if you liked what you saw, please like it, comment, subscribe. We appreciate that. Helps the channel. You can always give me a call directly at 608-477-3476. Like I said, I'm in the Wisconsin Dells agent. So Wisconsin Dells area, and I'd love to talk to you about anything real estate related. Thank you.